There is a reason why there are so few positions available for people seeking employment. One that perhaps has just too much of the rough edge of reality for our soft-handed candidates to deal with. But I'm just going to come right out and say it. People who have jobs aren't dying fast enough. Well, I have the perfect remedy for that. Once in office, I will instigate a policy by which all employees everywhere must pass an annual evaluation, and if their efficiency hasn't increased by at least 1%, they will be lowered, agonizingly slowly, into molten iron. So fear not, kiddies. There's a revolving door just waiting for you the second you toss that cap in the air. Here's a question that keeps cropping up in one form or another. Is it the government's job to do this? Is it the government's job to do that? It's not the government's job to do anything. Supreme authority is a privilege, a reward you get after having thwarted all opposition, allowing you to lean back in the big comfy chair and watch as your minions obey your every depraved whim. So, as president, if I were to command the gas prices to be lowered, then lowered they would be. But I hardly think I'd find time for such a boring and pointless executive action when I'd be too busy commanding all of you to put on leotards and dance for my enjoyment, just to let you know who calls the shots around here. It's funny. I don't recall anyone banding together to promote equality in the workplace for sentient socks. My entire career, I've watched other villains breeze through life while I've been expected to work harder, kill more security guards, and blow open more bank vaults for a smaller cut of the take. And because I had to push myself further, I am now the greatest supervillain who ever lived. Stop waiting for someone else to solve your problems. If you want someone to treat you as an equal, march right up to them, look them straight in the eye, and tell them, "You are no better than me." Then stab them in the face with a carving knife and push them out a window. That's how you earn respect. If there's one thing a good overlord can never get enough of, it's more minions. And at the rate I estimate I'll be going through them, via public executions to establish my dominance, life-endangering chemical experiments, and various whimsy killings just to blow off some steam, I'll be happy to accept anyone who steps across the border into the fold. In fact, I plan to develop a one-way force field that will encircle the nation, so the second you step on U.S. soil, you're a lifer, baby. What small-minded people my fellow candidates are. All they talk about is bringing back the jobs. Well, guess what? If we take the other countries of the world, the jobs will come with them. Yes, I'm talking about world domination. I'm not afraid to tackle the big issues. The only way to prove that you're the best country in the world is to be the only country in the world. No one can argue with you then. Which leaves two possible courses of action. Take over the rest of the world, or destroy the rest of the world. And I'm not going to lie to you, both sound like a lot of fun. I feel that my sanity has become too large a point of focus during this campaign, which is merely distracting the voters from what's important. I don't want people to think of me as an insane candidate. I want them to think of me as a candidate who happens to be insane. Of course, there will be those who can't help but marry the two aspects, but to those people I would say, ask yourself, where has mental stability in the government gotten us today?